Hello and welcome to this basic War of Rights artillery tutorial, courtesy of the 10th United States Battery H. This tutorial is intended for players completely unfamiliar with artillery. We'll begin with a brief overview of artillery, then discuss loading and moving the cannon, aiming and firing the cannon, and finally a demonstration of how Battery H crews run their guns as a two-person team. Artillery is a two-part system. There is the caisson, which holds the ammunition, and the cannon, which fires it. The cannons in the game are divided by the type of ammunition they use. The brass guns here are 12-pounder guns, also referred to as Napoleons. The black guns are 10-pounder guns. You will notice there are two different models of 10-pounder gun. This one is referred to as the Parrot. This one is referred to as the 3-inch ordnance rifle. However, as far as the game is concerned, they are identical in ballistics and ammunition. On screen now you will see images of the inside of the ammunition caissons for both guns. You will notice that the 12-pounder cannon has larger rounds but less overall ammunition. There are three types of ammunition in the game: shell, case, and canister. Shell is a general-purpose explosive round. Case is a shrapnel shell, better suited for air bursting, but for basic artillery work it is interchangeable with shell. Lastly, we have canister. Canister is a canister full of musket balls fired out of the cannon in a wide shotgun-like pattern. Unlike shell and case, canister can be double or even triple loaded to add more pellets to the shot. Seen here is the 10-pound shell and case and 12-pound shell and case as they look when in your hands. Notice that shell is black and case is red. Canister is not pictured, but looks just like how it sounds. It's a big can, brown in color for the 10-pounder guns, silver for the 12-pounder. Alright, here in part 2, we'll discuss the loading process of a cannon as carried out by a single person. Step 1, you approach the right side of the gun and look at it while holding the swabbing tool. Only privates and NCOs in the battery can do this. Press F to sponge the barrel. When the animation completes, you will move to the caisson, press F to open it, and you will see the shells. Select one. Note that you cannot sprint while holding a shell, however you can switch between double quick and quick time, and it will tell you in the bottom right of your screen what shell you are holding. Then you approach the left side of the cannon and press F to insert round. Note if you're having problems trying to get this interact to come up, it helps to stand back here closer to the axle. And then you move back to the right side of the cannon, press F one more time, and then you ram the shell. Notice that canister rounds can be double and triple loaded to add more shot to the spread. At this point, if you had loaded a canister round, you would repeat the first three steps. You would retrieve a canister round, bring it here, load it, and ram it, and repeat this up to 3 times. Additionally, we'll go over moving the cannon. There are 3 major interact points on every cannon. The wheel, this moves it forward and backwards. The trail spike, back here, which turns the gun left and right. And these are the same for the caisson, except the caisson is turned left and right using the pole up here. Press F on any of these interacts to interact with them, and press F again to cancel them. In part 3, we will discuss aiming. Aiming is a 3-step process: traverse, elevation, and range. You have to set all 3 numbers, and you have to set them in this order. Traverse is referring to horizontal aim of the cannon. This is done by pressing F to pick up the trail spike, then using your movement keys A and D to turn the gun left and right. Notice that direction is reversed. Right now I am pressing the D key, however the gun is moving left. You can move the gun quickly by holding Shift and pressing the relevant key. Once you have it where you need it, press F again to drop it. Notice that you cannot traverse the gun while anyone is in the process of loading. However, the next 2 steps can be done while someone is loading. They are done up here at the elevation wheel. You come up here, press F to get into aim mode. At the front of the gun, you will see the front sight. Get your head down to where you can barely see the tip of it. On screen, you will see screenshots of all 3 cannons and approximately where you want to put your view. Next, in the bottom right of the screen, you will see 4 data metrics: length of fuse, time of flight, range, and elevation. For basic artillery work, only range and elevation matter. Elevation is changed using the W and S keys to lower or raise the gun. You can hold Shift W or Shift S to change quickly. Scroll wheel can be used to make very fine elevation adjustments, up or down. As you may have noticed, as you change elevation, range changes as well. That is because cannons in Warwright have an automatic range calculation. However, it only calculates in a straight line and does not account for the drop of shell, therefore it can be very inaccurate. Third and final step is range. Range can be adjusted by using your page up or page down keys. Again, you can hold shift to move these quickly. You will notice that you cannot lower the range below 170 yards. This is the minimum fuse setting. Once you have all three numbers set, you press F one more time to exit aim mode. Be careful not to press your movement keys or you will mess your aim up. Notice that at this point, any movement of this cannon will mess those numbers up. If it is hit by enemy fire, you will have to re-aim. If someone comes up and touches the wheel, you will have to re-aim. This is very important. If you see anyone down here on the elevation screw, do not move their cannon. Finally, you press F on prime cannon. This will only appear on a loaded gun. It is a good way to check quickly if a gun has been loaded. Then you step back. You will notice a string moving from your hand to the cannon. This is the firing lanyard. If you move too far away, it will break and you will have to reprime the gun. Step back beyond the wheel. If you do not, you will be knocked over when you fire and take some damage. Then press left click to fire. And a hit. Notice that on most maps, the knowledge of range and elevation is a matter of experience and practice. Your battery officer can tell you if your shot went long or short. Many dedicated artillery players keep their own spreadsheets with numbers of range and elevation for various maps. Upon match start, the aimer will move to the gun and swab it. The loader will retrieve a round from the caisson. After swabbing, the aimer will traverse the gun to where it needs to be. The loader should wait until this is done to put the shell in and ram while the aimer dials in the numbers. Immediately after the shell is rammed, the loader will move to the caisson and retrieve another round. Immediately after firing, the aimer will swab the gun, then take position on the wheel. The loader will take position on the other wheel, and they will work together to roll the cannon back into position. Then the aimer returns to the elevation wheel, while the loader will complete loading.